Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy KrisZeeTee, and in today's video I'm finally bringing you guys the well-awaited Rimshot build. Now this is the Rimshot build that I will be using in future wagers. Tyceno and I actually have a wager coming up sometime soon, so look forward to that. But without further ado, we're gonna make the Rimshot just how I made it. So we're gonna go with power forward, and for the skill breakdown, obviously the pie chart, there's a new one right here that people have been using that I see, but you don't want to go with that one. You want to go with the traditional red-green pie chart. Now for the physicals, this one is pretty easy. You want the highest speed, acceleration, and vertical. Now strength doesn't really matter this year, so I advise you guys to pick this one. Trust me, I've been using this build for a little bit and it is a great physical profile. Alright, so for the attributes, what you're going to want to start with in the finishing categories: max out your close shot, put the driving dunk all the way up, and the standing dunk. This year you have a very high driving dunk on a Rimshot, so keep that in mind. Now you're going to want to max out pretty much all of your shooting, and you will have 19 shooting badges. You could even leave the post fade to 78, so you get those extra 2 points. For the playmaking, you don't need any of that. You're going to want to max out your interior defense, perimeter defense, lateral quickness, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound. And now you have a total of 20 defensive badges, and you have 21 upgrades remaining, so you could put the rest on steal, or you leave these 4 remaining and you can max out your post fade or even up your driving layup. Doesn't really matter. In my opinion, I would just put the rest of it on steal for a total of 63 steal. This would be your total badge count: 7, 19, 1, and 21. It is a great build. Now let's move on to the body shape. Obviously you're going to want to go burly. You want to have those big bodies. And now this is the most important part of the build. You're going to want to go 6'8". 6'8". You have a 73 speed as opposed to the 68. You get a +3 3-pointer, +2 mid-range shot. None of that really matters. You get a +4 vertical right there. 72 driving dunk also. Your defensive stats go down a little bit, but do not worry. Once again, right here for the weight, strength really doesn't matter, so you're going to want to go either 224, that's what I have on my build, 224, or you could just go even like 210, but I wouldn't really advise that. The strength goes down too much, so just leave it at 224 right there. Now for the wingspan. Keep in mind, if you want to make your player 6'9", if you go maximum wingspan, you will not have the normal jump shots. You will only have those center jump shots. But on the 6'8", you can go maximum wingspan. You have a 73-pointer, which, trust me, is enough to shoot threes consistently as long as you have hot spots and hot zone hunter equipped. So on this build, go maximum wingspan, and you can go glass cleaning takeover, and that is what I use. That is my wager build. It is a 3-level scorer. You guys will see this build in action very, very soon with Tyceno. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm going to move on to the badges real quick to tell you guys the badges that you should be rocking once this build is completed. Alright, so theoretically, once you have all 7 of your finishing badges, this is exactly what I would do. Back down Punisher on gold, Lob City Finisher on gold, and Consistent Finisher on bronze. You could even do silver for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, let's move on to the shooting badges. This is a great thing. You have 19 shooting badges on this build, so use them wisely. You're going to want to max out your range extender. Obviously, hot zone hunter. You're going to want to max out your catch and shoot. Put silver corner, I think, and you can even use, like, see, these are key badges. These 3 right here, even these 4. And then I think for the rest, you could put like volume shooter on silver and then green machine on gold. I think that works really well for this build. You can even use clutch shooter, deadeye, whatever works. But those key 4 right here, actually key 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hot zone hunter, range extender, catch and shoot. Those are crucial on a Rimshot build. Trust me. Those you want to have. And volume shooter is not really that necessary, but I really like volume shooter, as you guys know. So let's move on to the 1 playmaking badge you get. I suggest you put it on bailout. Now, let's move on to the defensive badges. Now, this year is a little bit different as we're not legends. So I would leave box on bronze. I know a lot of people use Hall of Fame worm, and pogo stick this year is not that crucial, and neither is intimidator, and neither is chase down artist. So there's been a few things changing with this game. So in my opinion, max this out, max out your brick wall. Put your worm up to like silver, because you actually can worm people in this game. Now, this isn't really 100% thing that you should use worm, but in my opinion, right now at the state of the game, you should be using worm. That may change later. And then you have 4 upgrades left. I honestly have no idea what you should use it on. Maybe max out your Intimidator, and then maybe put your box up to gold or something like that. I just know that these crucial things you need in order to, you know, set great screens, grab those rebounds. My opinion, this is what you should have it as right now for the current state of the game. 5 Hall of Fame badges, and then you have the bronze box. If you want to counter worm, however, you might want to max out your box to like gold and then have silver worm. But right now, I think this will get you the 100% rebounds, because 6'8" paint beasts in this game are very overpowered, as we all know. So yes, that is basically the build. That is basically everything that I will be using. I'm gonna show my jump shot right now that I've been using on this build, so stay for that. I'll see you guys there. Alright, so this is my jump shot that I've been using on this build. Now keep in mind, my build is not maxed out. Let me put down the release speed, because that's how I keep in mind. Release speed is 75%. That's how I recommend it in this game, both on guard and big man. But yes, this is my jump shot 98, Rudy Gay and Danilo Gallinari. If you make this build properly, you should have all of the unlocks, every single jump shot in the game. If you did not have all of the unlocks and you did something wrong with this build, make sure you copy the wingspan exactly how it is, put it to max, because you know there might be trouble. But if you make this build exactly like how I made it in the video, you should have no trouble. Now I'm going to move on to my animations, because I know you guys are going to be asking about that, so I'll see you guys right there. Alright, so now for my animations, obviously that jump shot right there. The dribble pull up is Stephen Curry. The fade is 5, post hook 2. None of these really matter. Now I do have a few crossovers. I mean, I have normal 1 crossover on, normal 3 behind the back that I did pick, basic 1 moving spin. Those are pretty much the basics in this game. Now for the layups, obviously default big. You do not get long athlete on this build, and that is why I opted not to get the driving layup upgraded. So you get rim grazers off too. These are basically all of my dunk packages if you guys want to copy them. And keep in mind, you do get pro alley-oops and big man contact dunks on this build. And I'm going to show you guys here what my green animation is, just in case you guys even want to copy that. I'm just using goodbye. And now, for everyone that watched to this part of the video, a lot of people have been asking me, how do you get the double Gatorade bar? Now, this is the same thing as 2K20. I'm basically going to walk to the Gatorade facility real quick and teach you guys how to do it. All right, so we are in the Gatorade facility, and basically all you need to know is this right here. If you press triangle, you have the weekly workouts. Keep in mind, you need to get a minimum of +3 on all of these now. The things that I do is, for the speed one, you go on the treadmill. For the, I believe, the stamina, you go on the medicine ball. For the strength, you go on the dumbbells. And then for the vertical, you go on this leg press right here. The leg press is very easy. I cannot do it right now, but the leg press is very easy. You basically just hold both the left and right stick up the whole time, and it will literally just complete you the workout the whole time. And then for the acceleration, you want to go right here to these hurdles. You're going to want to do this one, and then boom, if you get +3, aka 3 stars on all of them, you can even get +4, which obviously helps a lot more. If you get +4 or +3 on all of them, you get that 1 Gatorade bar. And then to get the second one, all you need to do is buy these blue Gatorade chews. Now, they are pretty expensive, $3,500 for 10. Obviously, you guys know this, but yes, that is how you get the double Gatorade. It's a little fun fact for you guys. I know a lot of people have been asking me, but I decided to throw it in this video. Now, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this build. It is 6'8", I know, but trust me, this build gets a lot of rebounds. Put those rebounding boosts on, put those jump shot boosts on, get your hot zones, get your badges, and you will be able to shoot lights out on this build. I love you guys so much. Have a great day.